Lovely path here along the Rhone. It's all paved, nice and smooth. And you see a lot of people riding. It's that whole thing. You build it, they'll come. And this is the way you build it. Good morning. This sweet little spot is known as the Chateau Tuasole, or the Chateau of the Three Suns. It's a hotel. We could have stayed here last night if we'd only known. As it was, we retraced our route back through this beautiful ancient old city and back over the very long, very narrow, and very old Pont Saint Esprit and back to the Via Rhone on the far side of the river. Beautiful. It's a very pretty crop, isn't it?
Yeah.
How you feel this morning, baby?
Great. How about you?
I'm feeling really good.
Good.
It's going to be a great day.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great day to have a great day. Over 40 miles today, which accommodations are getting a little bit sparser. And the towns are a little bit sparser, so we're having to pick and choose between shorter distances and longer distances. We opted for a slightly longer distance. Boy, it's a beautiful morning though. Got out the door a little bit earlier today. It's nice and cool, kind of cool, and pretty.
How are you doing today, Roland?
Doing good. Baby.
Yeah?
Doing good, yeah.
How'd you enjoy that breakfast this morning?
It was the same as every breakfast. Charcuterie, ham, some kind of salami, as many croissants as you want. See, there's a chocolate, butter roll, yogurt, applesauce.
Every single morning. It's always the same.
3 times a week would be okay,
But it's all good.
But it is all good. You certainly get your share of carbohydrates and proteins.
So what do we got for lunch today?
Julianna packed a roasted chicken in her panniers. Change of pace and something to look forward to.
Actually, it's in my top bag, not in my pannier.
Good. But you know, it's always the deal. You're always dealing with food problems as you're on the road. You know, you're eating a lot of restaurant food, no matter how good it is. Here we are in France. Really good cooking. But at a certain point, you just burn out on it. And you miss your own cooking and you miss your own food.
True.
You miss your own rhythms, you know.
True.
I think we're both feeling a little homesick, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I think we're going to be ready to get home and sleep in our bed. Sleep on our pillows.
Cook in our kitchen.
And relaxing in our backyard. But until then, we've got much adventure to go.
That's right. So let's ride.
Miles. Here comes a truck. So.
All right.
All that's left of the sunflowers here in Provence.
Still pretty, even though there's not a ton of them. Right?
Oh yeah, they're gorgeous. They just glow, don't they? They're happy flowers. You know, you get a bouquet of sunflowers, you can't help but smile.
Right. People don't usually give bouquets of sunflowers, though. But to get a whole bouquet, catch your eye all day long.
Yeah. Despite the clear signs of burnout, our mood brightened as the morning's ride carried us through more pastoral landscapes, past the signature vineyards that we've never seemed to tire of, along sleepy little lanes that wound through field and forest and village, a beautiful way to start our day. some of the solar fields we've been seeing. It's interesting, you know, you can see nuclear power, you see a lot of wind, see a lot of these solar farms. France is definitely doing their part to try to get energy from multiple places. Another day of wind. Doesn't seem to let up. It's always a headwind too.
In Bourg Saint-Antiol, we decided to try our luck with a bike shop in the village. I'd been getting a rhythmic clicking in my crankset, and I was hoping for a possible cure.
Looking for a bike shop to do a couple of quick, small repairs on the bike.
Stopped in this little town looking for a bike shop, but they're closed. But what a lovely little town.
So no dice, the bike shop is closed. Like so many businesses these days. Been having a clicking in my derailleur. Trying to get that fixed. But you know, we'll see what we can do. Find something down the road. Meanwhile, a cute little town.
Yeah, very cute.
Very cool.
Yeah, seems very old. It's beautiful.
It's great. I mean, this is such cool architecture.
I know.
think, you know. Really liking the trails today.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think it's an old barn of sorts or something. An old relic of bygone days. Beautiful little foresty area here along the Rhone. Lovely path, just really awesome. It's all paved, nice and smooth, dedicated bike path, and you see a lot of people riding. See a lot of bike tourists even here mid-October. It's that whole thing, you build it, they'll come. And this is the way you build it. Wow. Bonjour. You get a look at those mushrooms. Wow, so cool. I had to stop, but they were already in the middle of photographing them.
Look at this riding through the trail. Look how beautiful this is. It's giant wood ears.
Stopping at a confusing detour, we came upon some beautiful wood ears, a little goat farm, and some hungry kitties, Julianna's favorite.
Nice meal, didn't you? Tummy's so fat. Now time for a bath. You pretty mama, huh? You're so young. Pretty little mama. Sweet little one. Look at you. What you doing? What you guys doing? What you guys doing, huh?
We regained our route, and the trail continued to amaze with its emerald fields, distant hilltops crowned with old castles and monuments, and the river always near, with its beautiful bridges, many of which are themselves monuments in their own right.
Those cliffs up there.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Flood gauge for the Rhone River. Nowhere near flooding now, that's for sure. Can you see there? Can't really read that.
Yeah, it's 60 feet there. Or 6, whatever.
meters. Some impressive cliffs going on over there on the other side of the river. Beautiful. Getting some nice color changes through here. Here we see some dikes for the flooding of the Rhone, if it should flood. And I don't know what that is way up there. Those cliffs are just beautiful. They are gorgeous. There's some statue, I don't know if that's a crucifix or Mary or, you know, it's something religious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a dragon.
It does look like a dragon, doesn't it? And I think it's a woman.
An angel.
Of course.
Take a right here. Where have all the sunflowers gone? Fighting an endless hill up here above the river. Gorgeous country. We're heading for our hotel, I think. But boy, long hill, long steep hill. At some point this has to break. They saved the best for last.
At some point, our commute route sent us inland, away from the valley floor and into the hills, complete with their physical demands and beautiful vistas and intermittent downhills as our reward.
Oh, this is all lavender.
After getting a bit turned around, we found our way over the train tracks and onto a country lane, leading us to our B&B. All we knew about this place was that it was the only nearby lodging we could find that night, and it was located miles from the center of town. So we were thrilled to find our little gravel track was leading us to a gorgeous farm stay on an idyllic estate run by a very welcoming family. The coup de grace, they also served dinner, saving us a considerable ride into town in the dark.
So we're up on the top floor of this wonderful little French farmhouse, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. So this is the bathroom.
Thoroughly modern.
Thoroughly modern.
And we're lucky because we won't have to share this at all, so this will be
No other guests.
our spot. And then here's our room, a little step up here.
And a wash basin.
Yeah, a wash basin that actually works.
Yeah.
And yeah, look at those high ceilings. Of course, we got a little couch there and a little place to sit down and rest. There's all our stuff. Oh my God. Nice cozy bed before we messed it all up. And this is what's kind of exceptional. Beautiful little rural location out here in the middle of Provence. And there's this town way out over there, Mirmande, and that might be worth a visit. That's not too far away. It looks like maybe a mile up. We'll have to check that out, but yeah, we're lucky enough to be able to stay here tonight after a very long day. We're having dinner at the bed and breakfast, which is really nice because we ended up in the middle of the country and a long ways away from a restaurant, and they don't open until it's nighttime. And out here it would be pitch black. So it'd be a long walk and it'd be really dark. And instead they said, hey, you can have dinner here. This is our salad. It's amazing. It's got pumpkin and goat cheese and blue cheese.
This is actually called an autumn salad.
Autumn salad.
Yes.
I can't wait to dive into this.
It's fabulous.
Can't wait for breakfast.
Bonjour.